Mesopotamia is more than just ancient history. It's a cradle of civilization where human ingenuity blossomed thousands of years ago. It's nestled between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. There was a land lush with rivers that flooded predictably, nurturing fertile soil ideal for farming. It's here, in modern-day Iraq and parts of surrounding countries like Syria and Turkey, where our story begins. People, once nomadic, began cultivating crops like barley and wheat, creating the world's first cities like Uruk, bustling hubs where ideas and trade flourished. But why here? What made Mesopotamia so special? It wasn't just the rivers, it was also the marshes that provided reeds for building and fish for sustenance. These natural resources fueled early urban life, allowing cities to thrive independently in Lower and Upper Mesopotamia. As civilization evolved, so did the challenges. Climate changes forced adaptation. Drier spells meant more elaborate irrigation systems and centralized governance. Yet from these challenges emerged incredible advancements. The Sumerians, for instance, developed one of the earliest writing systems, enabling complex trade networks and administrative records. The innovation was extraordinary, turning clay tablets into records of laws, poetry, and business transactions. Mesopotamia was a mosaic of cultures and languages. From the Sumerians to the Akkadians and Babylonians, each civilization left its mark, literally with their wedge-shaped cuneiform script and figuratively in their contributions to mathematics, astronomy, and architecture. Think of Babylon, with its legendary ruler Hammurabi, who established the first known legal code. This wasn't just a set of rules, it was a blueprint for justice and governance, ensuring stability and prosperity for centuries to come. And let's not forget the Assyrians, known for their military prowess and stunning palaces, or the Akkadians, whose language influences still echo in modern times. Mesopotamia wasn't just about survival, it was about thriving in adversity. Communities organized around temples and city-states, each with its own identity and challenges. They built ziggurats, massive step pyramids that connected earth to heaven, symbolizing their spiritual beliefs and architectural prowess. And speaking of Mesopotamia, we can't forget the great Sumerian civilization. At this time, writing was a new invention, and cities rose like giants from the fertile lands between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. These were not just cities, they were centers of trade, culture, and religious devotion. Each city-state, from Eridu to Ur and Uruk, boasted its own deity and monumental ziggurat, which is like a pyramid-like structure where gods supposedly dwelled at the pinnacle. The Sumerians were the first to set the clock ticking with the world's first 24-hour day. Their cuneiform script, etched into clay tablets, recorded not just trade, but also literature like the Epic of Gilgamesh, a tale of heroes and gods that predates even the stories of ancient Greece. On the other hand, Greece holds a profoundly significant place in ancient history and civilization. If you're eager to learn more about this country's history, check out our video Ancient Greece. We'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Drop us a comment and let us know how you enjoyed the journey through history. Now, back to the Sumer. The wealth of ancient Sumer was also in the opulence found in royal tombs, like those excavated in Ur, where treasures fit for queens and kings lay buried for millennia. Yet Sumer was not without its conflicts. The first recorded war in history took place here. What's even more intriguing is how Sumerian innovations, from writing to urban planning, spread across the ancient world. Women, from all walks of life, shared nearly equal status with men. They weren't just homemakers, they were merchants, scribes, even involved in crafting fine textiles that adorned the elite. Yet amid this egalitarian society, stark contrasts emerged. The upper class flaunted their wealth with golden cups and elaborate jewelry, while mass graves like the Great Death Pit of Ur hinted at a darker side, human sacrifices and servants buried with their masters for the afterlife journey. Who were these powerful elites, so influential that they prepared for the afterlife with such opulence? Some speculate it was an Entu priestess devoted to the moon god who owned the enigmatic Great Death Pit. Long before our modern notions of time and writing, the Sumerians forged concepts that shaped civilizations. From the first schools to legal precedents, from the wheel to written language itself, cuneiform script etched on clay tablets, every aspect of Sumerian life bore seeds of ingenuity. They even devised literary debates and moral ideals, shaping the cultural bedrock for generations to come. However, in the ancient lands of Mesopotamia, amidst the bustling city of Uruk, there lived a legendary figure known as Gilgamesh. Have you ever heard of him? He wasn't just any king, he was a warrior king, a hero from a time long before our histories were written in books. Imagine ruling over a city so grand that its walls stretched high into the sky, a city you helped build with your own hands. That's what Gilgamesh did. Born to a human king and a goddess, Gilgamesh wasn't just powerful, he was part divine. They say he could see into the depths of things, a quality that earned him the title, "He Who Saw the Deep." But his life wasn't all glory and gold. His adventures took him far and wide, from battling monstrous giants to seeking the secret of eternal life. One of the most famous parts of his story is when he met his equal, a wild man named Enkidu. Together, they faced unimaginable challenges, like defeating the fearsome giant Huwawa and a raging bull sent by the gods themselves. But every hero's tale has its tragedies. When Enkidu fell, Gilgamesh mourned like he had lost a part of himself. Driven by grief and a thirst for immortality, Gilgamesh went on a quest that led him to the ends of the earth and beyond. He sought advice from a man who had survived a great flood, hoping to learn the secret of eternal life. Can you imagine journeying across vast seas and descending into the depths of the ocean in search of a mythical plant? But even heroes have their limits. Gilgamesh faced setbacks and sorrows on his quest. When he finally found what he sought, a serpent stole it away, leaving him empty-handed and heartbroken. Yet despite his failures, Gilgamesh returned to Uruk not as a conqueror, but as a wise and just ruler. His story didn't end with his death. Gilgamesh became something more, a god of the underworld, a symbol of wisdom and strength that echoed through the ages. His adventures inspired tales across ancient civilizations, influencing stories like the Bible, the Iliad, and even the Arabian Nights. But perhaps no other ancient civilization has contributed as significantly to our understanding of history as the Indus Valley Civilization. The Indus Valley Civilization, also known as the Harappan Civilization, flourished in ancient India thousands of years ago, leaving behind a legacy of mystery and marvels. This civilization spanned over 900 miles along the Indus River, with cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro boasting populations of 40 to 50,000 people each. That's like having a bustling metropolis in an era when most places were just tiny villages. But despite their impressive cities and advanced urban planning skills, we still don't know everything about them. Their writing system, the Indus script, remains undeciphered. Can you imagine having a language that no one can read? Archaeologists have divided their timeline into phases, from the early days of small villages to the height of their urban development, and finally to their decline around 1500 BCE. What caused their decline? Was it climate change, shifting trade routes, or maybe something else entirely? We're still piecing together that puzzle. Their cities were remarkably well planned, with straight streets and sophisticated drainage systems. Imagine living in a place with flush toilets and air-conditioned devices called wind catchers, all over 4,000 years ago. They left behind some seals, small soapstone squares with intricate designs. Some experts think they were used like signatures, maybe for trade or official documents. And many of these seals feature a mysterious symbol, a unicorn. What could it mean? Were unicorns real to them, or did they symbolize something else entirely? There's also the artwork they left behind, like the famous dancing girl statue and the enigmatic priest king. These pieces give us a glimpse into their culture and artistic skills. It's like peeking into a window of their world. For a long time, people thought the civilization was overrun by invaders called Aryans, but that theory has been largely discredited. Instead, it seems more likely that they peacefully merged with incoming peoples, adapting and evolving over time. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching our video on Mesopotamia and early civilizations. We've explored the fascinating beginnings of human society and culture in this ancient region. If you're intrigued by our ancestors' journeys, don't forget to check out our video on Introduction and Early Humans to dive deeper into the origins of humanity. Hit the like button, subscribe to our channel for more historical insights, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.